In our last session, we read a letter from a woman who said that her husband, Rick, had become increasingly physically abusive during their 5-year marriage. And in the past few months, he had begun to hit her with his fist. I first described how their marriage began with a deficiency of real love, which left them looking for any source of imitation love they could find. Now, back to the writer of the letter. So, here you were, the two of you, both looking for somebody who would provide a sufficient supply of imitation love, and in the right blend of praise, power, pleasure, and safety. For years, you'd met people who'd scored 3, 4, 5, 6 on your scale of 10 on the imitation love scale. But then one day, you ran into each other, and bingo, you found somebody who scored 9 or 10. Somehow you and Rick got more of what you wanted from each other than you'd gotten from anybody else. And that's what falling in love is all about. It's a great feeling. And that is why people get married. They want that feeling to continue forever. They hope that if they get married and make promises to each other that they will make that feeling continue, it just might. But then it doesn't. That magical feeling of falling in love always seems to slip away, just like it did in your marriage. Why? Because you didn't try hard enough? Ridiculous. You two tried very hard to make your marriage work. Almost all couples do. We don't want our marriages to fail. The magical feeling of falling in love falls away because imitation love cannot last. It can't. Anything based on imitation love will fade with time. We have to have more and more imitation love, just like an addictive drug. We try to make the feelings last by buying more of it, but that doesn't last either. And eventually, no amount of it is enough. You discovered that. And then, when the effects of imitation love were gone, the very foundations of your relationship were gone too. People usually get married because they are certain that they have found that one person who will make them happy forever. And when that dream comes crashing down around their ears, what's left are simply unbearable feelings of disappointment, disillusionment, anger, and even betrayal, as you've discovered. When we're in that kind of pain, we do terrible things. As you said, you began to yell at each other a lot. Why? Because when we don't feel loved, we feel empty and alone and helpless. Those are awful feelings, and we'll do almost anything to get rid of them. Real love will eliminate those feelings. But if we can't get that, we can at least try to get some kind of imitation love. And one of the most reproducible forms we can get in any moment is power. If I'm feeling empty and alone around you, one thing I can do to consistently feel some measure of power is to criticize you or yell at you. And in that moment, I feel just a little stronger, just a little less weak. It's pathetic. It doesn't last long. It's not real love, but it gives me just a little rush for a moment and distracts me from my pain. And that is why people attack each other and find fault with each other. It's the reason you two have been yelling at each other. And we'll talk more about that in our next session.